What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Server Error 405. This is the Final Four Sports program, and we're having a great time to start this off.
My
And
fucking
of
life,
course, I
bro.
can't do this by myself. I have these almanacs of the gridiron, the greatest of all time here when it comes to sports knowledge. And we got Joe, we got Dre, we got Mr. Shedeur for Hall of Fame, we got Jay, Clocked Out Sports, G30, Gorilla Booking. We got a bunch of podcasts.
Well, I got
How's
my
it,
popcorn.
how's it going, everybody? All right,
It's
rousing
going,
answer.
baby.
Everyone fucking
I
was
can't.
smoking the fucking
I
tiniest
can't get
joint.
snubbed from the Hall of Fame if I don't play, huh?
I mean, no, actually, they'll probably put you in it because the way the NFL is rolling right now is just, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But
Retire his jersey, bro.
Yeah,
Retire
just
it
he's
right
going to be
now.
the GOAT. But look, we'll talk about all that here in a minute. We're going to go over the fucking conference. The joint already hit right there. We're going to talk about the conference championship games. We'll talk about my Broncos first and foremost. Obviously, I'm wearing this out of sadness, but not sadness for a season, but just sadness because the game didn't go the way I would hoped. Congratulations to the Patriots. Shout out Jared, the Jared Holmes. His Patriots are going on, and also Tim Hansen. You going to the Super Bowl. It was a good game for the most part. Crazy weather. I'm a big weather guy in NFL. I like seeing, just crazy atmosphere, especially in playoffs. I feel like we could have played a lot better at quarterback, even though didn't have experience. But I'm going to start with you, Dre. What was your takeaway from that game? I'll go into a little bit more, but what do you think?
I think it was really just like a real defensively sound game. It wasn't a lot of like crazy highlights on the offense from either side. It was really back and forth. It was tough drives. Like there were a lot of 3 and outs. There was a lot of good stops on fourth down. Like there was a lot of good defense being played in that game. And I think with that being said, I think the Patriots kind of solidified their path to the Super Bowl now because like they went up against a top defense. And you know what I'm saying? They came out on top. I'm not saying that it wasn't a gritty win. It was a very gritty win, but they went up against a perennial powerhouse in the Broncos. Boom. They get the job done, and now they're going to the bowl.
Joe, what do you think?
I think you should be in the Super Bowl right now. But fate took that away from you because if that was Bo Nix holding that ball, you would have fucking smoked the Patriots. And I'm changing my Super Bowl prediction, but you'll find that out next week.
There you go. Nice quick little teaser for next week's 1 year anniversary, by the way, for Final Four, which we'll talk about towards the end here. Jay, what did you think? What was your takeaway from it?
Hey, man, listen. New England, they've been who they've been all year. Once again, just not to mimic what was said already, but fate definitely had its way with you guys. Bo Nix was, especially toward the end of the year, was really playing lights out. So it was really unfortunate when that happened because I was honestly pulling for the Broncos to win. As I've said in the server multiple times, I like the Broncos a lot. I really, we don't have any rivalry with them or anything. So it's just another team to like, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, hey, it just didn't go your way this year. There's always next year. The problem was definitely not your talent. Stidham stepping in there. There was impatience. There was sloppiness. You guys just kind of had to abandon the original game plan because you had a new guy in there. And New England was just situationally sharp. Their defense was nasty. They were ruthless on third down. So that's the type of stuff to win games. I don't think they win the Super Bowl still.
I mean, my thing is a lot of people will have been putting the blame on, Peyton for not going for that field goal. If it was me, I mean, I would have liked him to take the points there, but I get why he wanted the momentum. He wanted to, he felt like Stidham was going to, do well. That was a great pass that he had to get him close to scoring, which he eventually threw a touchdown to Courtland Sutton. But I just think after a while, the weather, they knew what the weather was going to be like later. It wasn't like, oh, wow, what a surprise. It's snowing now. Now we can't see. Knowing that, you should have taken the points. Because the field goal kickers, they're not going to really do well in that weather. Clearly, they're both great kickers, and you see, they both missed. But yeah, it just RJ's not there yet. We didn't have Dobbins. I can't really make excuses overall, knowing how the game was. I still felt like we could have won. We only lost by 3. That's the scary part of it. And I know that's why when everyone's like Joe said, if we had Bo Nix there, we would have just creamed these guys. And they didn't do shit on offense against our defense. And Drake May was mainly running for his life. I know you leaned forward, Dre. Why did you lean forward? They didn't do shit on offense.
You said you would have creamed them, so I was like,
we would. Oh, hey, yo, pause, yeah.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying?
He just said cream by him, nigga. Damn.
Hey, yo.
But I do want to add in. I do want to add in something to that. Like to talk about the blame kind of being placed on Sean Payton for not taking the points. I think that it's completely and utterly understated what it does to put confidence in a quarterback, especially one who is stepping in a really, really big, important, the most important game of the season, and just say, hey, listen, I trust you. You could do this, because you never know. That might be what it takes for that quarterback to actually believe in their mind that they can do it. So I actually like the call to go for it. Maybe if it was a different situation, definitely take the points. But I like the call because it puts confidence in the quarterback who probably was shaking in his fucking boots being in that position in the first place. So
yeah, it definitely. I get it. I said it in the server live reacting. I get why he did it. I personally like to see him take the points there because of the weather and everything else. But at the same time, if we would have scored there, that would have been the game pretty much. Especially just seeing how the game shaped up. That would have been enough to just win. I mean, we very well could have won the game 7-0 because Stidham doesn't make that mistake, because the thing that drove me crazy was he would panic. As soon as he got any pressure, he was running backwards. Like every play, he's going 15, 20 yards backwards. And then in that play, and then he kept doing that stupid little shovel throw for no reason. Like it looked like a really bad preseason game for him. And, it showed inexperience, and it's like you can't really fault him too much for a guy who didn't play all year. Like he didn't play all season, and now you're supposed to take your team to the Super Bowl. It's so much pressure, and it's amazing we only lost by 3. So we got rid of our offensive coordinator, we got rid of our cornerback coach, and there's somebody else that we just got rid of. So now we have a bunch of cap space,
which is crazy,
which is great for us because we got rid of Russell Wilson money. So that's held us back the last few years. So I think the future for us is going to be really good. I think we could pick up some decent free agents in the offseason. I think we're going to do okay in the draft. We'll have later picks, but overall,
you guys have a very underrated organization. I'll say, like, your GM actually does a pretty good job. They got PS2 in there. You get guys like Bo Nix, and you build. RJ Harvey. He's gonna be there. I know he's not there yet, but he'll be there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
and we still have
you guys
Dobbins.
do a really good job. Yeah,
Dobbins
do a really good job at.
Yeah, and Courtland Sutton's good. I think that he needs some help, but you also look at the rest. The rest of our receivers. Mims really starting to show out a lot more.
Lil Jordan Humphrey. That nigga's nice.
And can we not talk about the work done on defense? Nick Benito. I mean, absolutely insane. Yeah. What a pickup. Anybody be lucky to have that guy.
It sucks. It sucks that you guys got Dre Greenlaw back at the end of the season. Like, he didn't get to play a full season with you guys. That's the only thing that sucks. Because, like, if you would have seen him all season, I think that defense would have been 10 times better.
Oh, yeah. That's scary. Shit. So I feel good about us next year and moving forward the next few years, because it's a young team outside of like guys like Sutton and stuff. But our defense looks strong as long as nobody leaves, which I don't see happening, or we make any weird trades during the offseason. I think our team's going to be in the same spot, if not better, as long as everyone stays healthy. So moving on, we had the NFC Championship Games, Seattle and the Rams. I was pulling for the Rams because I have a little secret love for the Rams because I'm from LA and my grandfather was a Rams fan. So I always pull for them as long as they don't play the Broncos. They didn't really have anything for Seattle, to be honest. Seattle, they just clearly the best team in the NFC. Clearly now. The Rams are good.
It was a good fight.
Clearly the best team in the NFL now.
Yeah. So, I mean, Joe, what did you think about the game itself?
Uh, like I said, last week, this is Sam Darnold's Cinderella story. That man is checking in on his glass slipper right now, and that fucking pumpkin coach just rolled right the fuck in, and goddamn,
Yeah. I mean,
because
go ahead.
like if you watch how Sam Darnold was playing out there, you would not think like if you did not know the NFL, like if you were watching it and you did not know the NFL and you saw Sam Darnold playing in Seattle, and then you had to tell this casual fan that that man's been on 4 other teams and he's a fucking traveling quarterback, you'd be like, no way, he's a fucking he's a he's there, like
You,
he should be their fucking quarterback. And yeah, I was like, nah, he just did this last year with the fucking Vikings, and they let him go.
and
You know,
he's a USC guy too. First USC quarterback to go to the Super Bowl, which is fucking awesome.
do you want to? I read something right before I got on here. You want to hear the wild fact here? The wild fact is he was in the same draft class as Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that graphic online.
And
Made
you
it
know
to a
what?
Super Bowl before them.
People will herald them as top 10 quarterbacks. But here's Sam fucking Darnold beating them both to it.
Speaking of top 10 quarterbacks here, he also beat Dak Prescott to a Super Bowl.
Right. That's another one. There's a few,
He's probably going to beat Dak Prescott to a ring too.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Dre, what'd you think about the game?
Like I said, it was a great fight. Like it wasn't like they beat the shit out of the Rams. Like the Rams were out there putting up numbers. They were putting up points. They couldn't really do shit with Puka or Devontae Adams. It was actually like a very good matchup on both sides of the ball. But I mean, it's just like the Seahawks ran away with it, and they closed out when they needed to close out. I mean, they're like so sound all the way around. Like the running backs are sound, tight ends are in motion, the wide receivers are just on point. Like Raheed Shaheed is like balling out of his mind. Smith and Jigba is damn near untouchable. And then you got fucking Jake Bobo coming out of fucking nowhere doing his fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? He only had 4 catches a season. One's was touchdown. Like the fuck? Who is this nigga? Who is he? You know what I'm saying? He looks like somebody I just pulled out of a Discord server, cuz like he's one of them type niggas. You know what I'm saying, bull? Like, you feel me? Like they are clicking everywhere, bro. So like the Pats got they got their money's worth coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Jay, what you think?
Listen. So I've said it over the past few weeks. I said that Sam Darnold, I'm so used to seeing him choke in big moments that it's hard to see him going all the way and winning it. But I've also said, dating back to New Year's Eve, that on this show, I said that I thought that Drake May is a potential fraud because as soon as he faces defenses that are worth anything, he disappears. Yes, the Patriots might still win. He might get, but he disappears on the stat line. He is about to face in the Super Bowl what I believe to be the number 1 or number 2 defense in the entire league. And I think that he is going to get shellacked. He had a problem with Denver. This Seattle defense is the best Seattle defense is the Legion of Boom. I want everyone to keep that in mind. These guys are, I'm not saying Sam Darnold isn't playing out of his mind. He is, but they are definitely a big part of why Seattle is winning. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to see him go and face that defense. I think he's going to choke. I think he has multiple turnovers. I think it might even be a blowout.
I'll say
Probably look like last year's Super Bowl, and you're not ready for it.
I'm ready for it.
Well,
I see it coming. I've been seeing it coming.
Let's not give away all of our like predictions for next week. We're going to save a lot of the Super Bowl predictions there. I want to ask this question before we jump into the NFL news. Even though they do the MVP voting for the regular season, do you think Drake May looking really bad passing wise in the game? Do you think that affects anything at all if he had a chance? It makes Stafford like pretty clear cut.
I still give it to Stafford though at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Stafford's played the most consistent football. I mean, that game, I know I just ranted a lot about Drake May and Sam Darnold, but that game was absolutely insane. There was a point where I was watching the game and I was just like, man, if Stafford can go and win the Super Bowl again, I have no problem putting in the top 5 conversation at all. Get motherfucking Josh Allen out of there because he'd be better than Josh Allen at that point. Like Stafford is, and he's like one of the last true, like, he's still a pocket passer. He's a little mobile. He can still move, but like he's a pocket passer. He's one of the last true ones. So, and he came up in that era where, I mean, he's still at he's at a big old age playing high level football. So, I mean, really Stafford's that dude, but Darnold, hey, he looks good too. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. So before we get into the NFL news, I want to make sure you guys have your segments in here. Who you got bricked up, Dre? Who's got you bricked up?
Oh boy. I'm gonna tell you this shit, bro, because I watched it and I just couldn't believe what the fuck I was watching at one point, bro. I'm saying this shit now, bro. That motherfucker Smith and Jigba, boy, boy, nigga, you gonna have a motherfucking problem lined up against that nigga, bro. He is nasty. Yeah, the shit he was doing, cuz it's just off the walls, bro. Like, yo, that motherfucker is nice, bro. If I had a hard one, that nigga gave me one.
Hey, yo, you get on me for the cream comment, and then you're like just openly saying it here.
It's a bricked up segment. What you think?
Hey, there we go. All right, Jay, who's what you got in the kitchen?
Who is cooking? Who's in the kitchen? Who's cooking and who's cooked? Who is going to be on the top of the list for cooking this week? Let's see. I'm going to talk about the defense I just talked about. Seattle, they are cooking. They are looking fire going into the Super Bowl. So they are definitely cooking this week. But how can you talk about Seattle without talking about the other team going into the Super Bowl, the Patriots? They look smart. They look situational. They look like they can be dangerous if put in the right position. And if Drake May does show up, then we're in for a good game. But hey, those are the two teams that are cooking this week. And who's cooked? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about who's cooked this week. We're going to talk about a player on that team, which is how we're going to switch it up. We're going to talk about Drake May. I think he's cooked because I just don't see it. You throw for 82 yards in or 86 yards, whatever, from the most important game of the season thus far. Yeah, you win, but let's put it this way. I don't mean to bring it back to us, but if Jalen Hurts had that stat line, it would be all hell on earth. Can my Eagles fans agree and give me an amen? No amen?
I can't do that. I can't do that because when we played the Rams in the snow, he had over 100
Never mind,
yards.
y'all. That was Saudi.
I said amen. I said amen.
Drondre said amen. Joe, you're a traitor.
I didn't hear nothing. I heard
because he had a better stat. Because Jalen Hurts had a better stat line in the snow.
I'm watching that back. I didn't hear a damn thing.
I swear to God,
I didn't hear anything.
All right, keep going. Keep going.
Horrible.
Mine might have cut out though. My fault.
Speaking of the Eagles are cooked. And the reason the Eagles are cooked is because we still can't find a fucking OC. What's happening? I don't know. This is scary. So, I have a theory, but I'll talk to you about that next week on a special episode.
Oh, great. During the Super Bowl 1-year anniversary, we're going to talk all about the fucking Eagles.
No. I have a really good theory
for why fucking offensive coordinator. That's perfect for off season. Eagles are done, bro. Eagles are done.
I'm just saying I have a theory on what's going to happen.
Can you save it for the week after this fucking Super Bowl? Jesus Christ.
Fine,
we have a lot to talk about.
For Dre.
Jesus Christ.
Next
episode next week.
Wait, and the last but not least, cooked this week. You're not gonna like this server.
Oh,
the Broncos.
Yeah, we are cooked.
Mr. Stidham.
Yeah.
Absolutely cooked. Eliminated. If you're eliminated, you're cooked. But that is cooked or cooking this week. Ladies and gentlemen, join us next week.
So
I'm surprised you didn't put fucking Justin Gaethje in there.
Who?
Well,
the guy who just cooked Patty Pimblett?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He didn't watch it.
I didn't see it. I didn't watch that. I did not watch that. I like Patty Pimblett, but I didn't know he got fucking cooked this week.
So here's a thing that a lot of people have been talking about over the last couple of days. Dre just cracks me up. over the last couple of
Is he
days,
frozen?
we've heard, he froze.
He's
That's
frozen?
why
we lost him.
Yeah, he was frozen and we lost. He's going to come back. So a lot of people are up in arms over two things that's happened in the NFL. Shedeur Sanders becoming a Pro Bowler, literally the worst stats
That's
ever.
why I have my fucking popcorn for that one.
And also, people are upset over Belichick not being a first ballot Hall of Famer. And I feel like both are just insane at this level of NFL fucking idiocy. That's even a fucking word. It's fucking dumb. We could all
Idiocracy is the word.
Yeah, it's my idiocracy.
Well, whatever. I'm from fucking LA, bro. We don't know anything. What do you think? We all can agree that Sanders shouldn't be a Pro Bowler, and we can all agree that Bill Belichick should be a first ballot, right?
Listen, I think that
hold on. I'm getting to the fucking question. I just said we all could agree on those two things, right? Like he should be.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, he should be. You don't agree that he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer?
No, I agree about that. I agree.
That's what I don't.
I definitely agree. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
How would you? Okay, all right. So hold on then. You don't think Bill Belichick, who coached the Patriots and Tom Brady, the championships, shouldn't be, whether it's him or Brady or not, like that one, he was the head coach. He shouldn't be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Who the fuck is if he's not?
That's what I'm saying, Dre. Come on. Let's talk about it. How is he not?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
How is he not?
Trick Williams.
I don't know. It just doesn't.
What do you mean you don't know, nigga?
Can I explain myself? Shit.
Deflategate. Spygate.
Wait, hold on. Let him explain himself.
He doesn't have it. He just wanted to fucking rub it the wrong way. Look at him.
Joe literally was taking what I was saying just now and saying it.
You're like stalling.
But what I'm saying is that there's too many, bro. There's too many things surrounding him that like it just makes it seem like he cheated the game.
Yeah, but then Tom Brady's implicit in that.
So that's why I don't claim him as my GOAT. Tom Brady's not mine.
What the fuck?
It's not.
Who's your GOAT? Who's your GOAT?
When I usually go by positions, but my GOAT is Peyton Manning.
Over Tom Brady, who's won multiple Super Bowl championships, been to a bunch of Super Bowls.
100%.
That's crazy.
Joe Montana's better than Peyton Manning, though.
You're tripping.
Stop it.
You're tripping. Now you got to get him out of there.
Stop it. He was great in the postseason, but regular season he was whatever.
He's basic as fuck.
Statistically, he wasn't
nowhere
near that. Okay, well, fuck, that just threw me off completely because so overall, do you think that the NFL is kind of like declining when it comes to like decisions like this, in the sense where it's normally automatic to put guys who have good stats in the Pro Bowl, even though there is fan votes in there, but there's coaching and a lot of other people that vote for the Pro Bowl. So you have that, and then not a first ballot, whether you think he's cheating or not, statistically, he should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Just like fucking Barry Bonds. Everyone thought he cheated his whole fucking career. How'd he do in the Hall of Fame?
Do you think that Tom Brady doesn't deserve to be a Hall of Famer, though? Like, that's kind of harsh. It's Tom Brady.
Yeah, I mean, Dre, come on. He may not be your GOAT, but statistically, I mean, if you're going to get into cheating and not cheating,
Tom Brady's for sure getting into the Hall of Fame.
That's like saying LeBron's not a Hall of Famer. You know, what I'm saying?
He's got, bro. What I'm saying, he's got 7 fucking rings. What the fuck?
That's like
there's
saying
nothing else.
Yeah,
there's nothing else I could say, bro. Like Tom Brady's getting in.
But the thing is, 6 of them are shared. 6 of those rings came from this guy.
6 of those rings, what?
6 of
those rings came from this guy. Came from Bill Belichick. Like, he was the mastermind behind Brady.
Yeah.
Even though Brady was really good, he was the mastermind behind the puppet.
He was the coach. They still had to fucking have a fucking whole team, it wasn't just Brady. You still had to fucking have a great staff around you. You have to have a good defense around you. You have to fucking be a good head coach. Did Brady call the plays every year of his career? Belichick was a part of that. Like, it's crazy.
Right.
So, I mean, to me, it's like if people want to talk about cheating, then okay, then go to all sports. Then let's talk about Barry Bonds. Let's talk about Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa. Like, come on.
I don't think we could
Stupid.
talk. I don't think we could talk like that in this conversation.
You
if we're
can
talking about,
if you're talking about cheating and you give examples in other sports.
No, what I'm saying
say,
is,
oh,
I don't
he's
think
cheating,
you can talk. No, I'm saying I don't think you could talk about cheating in this conversation. When you're talking about the GOAT and the Hall of Famers, like you can't talk about cheating in this conversation. I just feel like it's not sufficient enough to say, well, this person shouldn't be a Hall of Famer. Like Tom Brady and Bill Belichick still had Hall of Fame level careers, scandals aside or not. They're not the only team that got caught cheating that has rings. So we'll be talking about a lot of guys and a lot of organizations if we started to talk about that.
Yeah, and that's
we have some cheating scandals. Everyone does.
What was you guys' cheating scandal?
I don't know.
Buddy Ryan.
Buddy Ryan.
Buddy Ryan.
Buddy Ryan.
Ryan. Yeah, Buddy Ryan. I forgot he fucking coached you guys. Buddy Ryan.
That's a real Philly nigga right there, bro. That nigga's a real.
I mean, we were one of the original Bounty Gate people, but that wasn't just a thing back then.
I don't know. I just feel like it's lame that they're gonna just say all this cheating shit and deflate gate and all this other dumb shit, and it's just dumb.
It's not. He
had the second most wins in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's the fucking greatest NFL coach next to fucking Lombardi.
Well, he also coached there for like 30 fucking years.
Yeah, but the only person who beats him is Don Shula.
Yeah, because he coached
it's Don Shula. He coached for like 40 years.
Yeah, Don Shula just died.
Still having 300. Yeah, but the thing is, though, he stayed in one organization.
No. I'm not saying
fucking
that,
wins. But his whole career. Do you think two punishment I understand.
Belichick did not stay with just one. He did not stay with one team.
Spygate should feel personally wrong for us. We understand that shit. But at the end of the day, does two little asterisks on his whole fucking career really doesn't validate him as a first ballot Hall of Famer? I don't think so. Because I honestly, if you dug deep enough, everybody's got dirty pockets. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But his is out there though. Like
so is Barry Bonds. So is Barry Bonds.
But you can't point out anybody else. I understand, but you're not pointing out anybody else in the NFL that's had these.
Ray Lewis killed a guy.
Wait. Will Sean Payton be a first ballot Hall of Famer? Will Sean Payton be a first ballot? Will Sean Payton be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
I don't know.
Answer the question.
I don't know
because he got suspended for a scandal too.
Yeah,
I know
as a head coach.
That's why I said I don't know.
Do you think he should be?
Opinion.
Yeah, your opinion. You just
I think he should be. No.
Yeah, because of that.
No, I just don't think his career.
Andy Reid.
I don't think that his career is Andy Reid's first ballot.
Didn't Andy Reid have a cheating thing years ago? Like,
I'm pretty sure
like, come on.
Cheating is something that is so prevalent. You can't, like I said, if you start talking about that in these conversations about Hall of Fame and stuff like that, then you're going to be removing a lot of people from.
Yeah. Like, I mean, here's the thing. It's
giving you, with all the controversy, it gives a good chance for Shedeur Sanders to get into the Hall of Fame.
But here's the thing, though. It's sports. We're not the morality police. Like, if people are fucking cheating or whatever, like, we're going to dissect everyone's career like they cheated. You could do that with so many other fucking players.
I know, but you asked me for my opinion, though.
But it's crazy that you would take the moral standpoint of it. Like, oh, well, they cheated in sports. But I mean, every year, like, that's the only way you think they could be a good coach is by cheating every year. Like, it's your opinion. It doesn't make sense.
I'm not saying that.
Okay. What if he cheated 1 year? Like Sean Payton. Sean Payton 1 year. Sean Payton cheated 1 year. So he should be, not a first ballot.
You just asked me if he should be first ballot. I said no.
So one strike, they're out, not three, just one strike.
No, it's not. First off, Sean's situation doesn't have anything to do with that. I just don't think his career is as illustrious as a Bill Belichick or somebody of some sort.
So if a guy wins a Super Bowl, they shouldn't be first ballot Hall of Famer and just taking teams that were useless for their whole franchise.
Compared to a guy who's got 6 of them, no.
Bro, like he took the fucking Saints to a Super Bowl. Like they're one of the worst
Dude,
franchises.
there's so many coaches in the Hall of Fame with no rings.
Okay, so then why the ones with rings?
Like, I don't think their careers are as good. I'm just saying, that's my opinion.
I mean, sometimes you can just not have a ring and be great, and then sometimes you get a ring for winning with a franchise that's useless, and then going to like the Broncos, who's been struggling the last 10 years, taking them to the playoffs last year with a rookie quarterback, almost going to the Super Bowl in the second year. I mean, those are like things that are really big. Like he's not like he's a shit coach. He's first ballot, like Sean Payton.
I never said he was a shit coach. I just don't think his career is as illustrious as a Bill Belichick.
All right. Agree to disagree, I guess. All right. So we got
okay. Wait, hold on. I'll give it to you real quick.
All right, Jamie.
Here is a distinctive list. Distinctive list of coaches. There's only 29 coaches in the Hall of Fame. 29
head coaches.
Obviously, Vince Lombardi. Obviously, John Madden. Right? Bill Parcells.
Chuck Noll. He's in there.
Don Shula.
Chuck Noll.
Yep. 93. Yep. Joe Gibbs.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Is Mike Shanahan in there?
Walsh,
Mike Shanahan? Did he make it in there yet?
No, I don't think he did.
No. Bill Cowher. Cowher.
He's an example of he's not a first ballot because he won back-to-back Super Bowls and he didn't make first ballot.
Exactly, yeah, and he had a good career.
He had a good career, but not a Belichick career.
Not a Belichick. No. He's not a Belichick.
Belichick should be first.
More of a Sean Payton career.
Come on, Joe. We got 2 minutes left. What else are we looking at? What was the point?
The point was like, how do you not? Like,
yeah.
Regardless of the tarnishment, like, I just listed off like a lot of really great known coaches, and none of them shine a light to what Bill Belichick did for the NFL.
Yeah.
In your opinion.
And in the same argument,
like statistically, there's no opinion in the statistics of that.
He doesn't like him. That's when it's like that.
No, I mean, outside of Don Shula, Bill Parcells, Dick Vermeil, Bill Walsh, John Madden, and Vince Lombardi, Bill Belichick's statistic line absolutely fucking shits all over him.
Right. Statistically, it makes no sense. The opinion is I don't like him. That's not like because if you we could go on and on. I don't want to just end the show like that. We got a minute and a half left. Next week is our 1-year anniversary. It's going to be us. We're going to be bringing back. He was on earlier this year. A good friend from Big Brother 25, Cam. He's going to be a part of this. We're going to be talking about the Super Bowl. We're going to make our official predictions. We're going to talk about, some of our favorite Super Bowls. Obviously, we already know some Eagles are going to get talked about in there. And, we're going to bring up some of our Super Bowl feasts, what we're going to be doing. And who knows, talk about the whole year that we've had. So appreciate you guys for being a part of this. Like, comment, subscribe. Let everybody know about Final Four. Love y'all. Enjoy the rest of your week.